Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back. So this is my review for episode 4 of The Walking Dead. I believe it's titled Rendition, or no, I'm pretty sure it's titled Rendition. This one is a full-on Daryl episode. It was such a good episode, and this one focused obviously on Daryl and the Reapers. A lot of what we saw in the trailer, like the official Comic-Con trailer released, well, 2 months ago now at least, or a month and a half ago. A lot of the scenes that we saw at the Reapers base, a lot of the stuff that we saw with Daryl and the suspecting that this person was Leah, we got a lot of clarity on all of those things. And so obviously, before we go any further, this will contain spoilers for tonight's episode of The Walking Dead. So that is episode 4. If you haven't watched it yet, well, this is your spoiler warning. And also, if you are new here and you do want more Walking Dead content like this, then just make sure to be a subscriber. So this episode early on really felt like it was going to be Daryl versus the Reapers, but at a certain point through the episode, it did just kind of feel like, oh, this is just Daryl at the Reapers camp, and it's not really him versus the Reapers. It's just more about like learning about the Reapers. And I do like that scene in the very beginning, because obviously, first of all, I guess this episode does begin with Daryl, and he was with everyone else. I don't think you see anyone else, but you do see Daryl there fighting the Reapers. He gets away. And there's actually a moment where you do see Leah behind him. I guess Leah was involved in this attack as well. And that's the one thing that we did learn, is that there's only like 15 Reapers or something like that. So the Reapers that we saw on the road there, that's basically them right there. Maybe they have like 1 or 2 back at the base along with Pope, but that's basically them there. I believe they only have like 15 members. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what was said in some dialogue. But anyways, Leah reacts to this immediately. Like, Leah notices that is Daryl. You see her eyes are like huge at this moment. She's just like, what? That's Daryl right there. We're coming after Daryl. Does Daryl know these people? And so that was the whole thing here in the very beginning. It was very much like Daryl, or I guess Leah, interrogating Daryl, wanting to learn more information about Maggie's group because she wanted to know if he was a part of that. And I do like the choice that Angela Kang made here, or at least the writers. I'm not sure who came up with this idea, but I like the choice that the writers made here, and just everyone involved with the show. Like, yes, Daryl in that sense is keeping information back, but it's not only that he's keeping information back, he's like kind of lying about it, right? Like, it's not like he's just not answering, because we've gotten that before where Daryl's been held captive and they ask him a bunch of stuff and then he's just quiet the entire time. He won't budge, he won't answer. Like, this time here, he has a whole story worked out, and he's like, no, well, I just came across them and we traded a little bit, they gave me some food, and I don't know nothing about them, and he's outright lying to them. And I like that choice in the whole thing, because it actually made it more interesting to watch just from a viewing perspective, right? And we also do get the confirmation that Frost is here as well. Everyone was wondering what happened to him. Well, he's at the Reaper's base right now. And I mean, yeah, things aren't going too well for him right now. This scene right here, you do see Leah, like, she has her mask on, and you have Dog here. But right after this, she actually takes her mask off, and you do see Leah. So that is where the reveal happens, which was very surprising. I wasn't expecting it to happen that fast, to be honest. I was expecting it to happen much later, but it happens here in this moment. So I'm really interested in just what the story is going to be like later on. But obviously we'll talk about that when we get to that. But like, where this episode ends, it's making the story here much more fascinating, especially when you consider the fact that like Negan and Maggie are on their way there right now, right? Like, you think of all the other characters, the characters that were on that journey, at least some of them might be dead, but for the characters that were alive, they are all on their way right now to the Reaper's base, which is called the Meridian. And I mean, Daryl's a part of that, right? And we know from the synopsis that, I think it was in episode 7 or 8, I can't remember which synopsis it was. Maybe it was even 6 or 5. I'm not entirely sure here, but we know that Daryl is going to be tested by Pope, and Pope does start to, he's a little suspicious of Daryl, and you kind of learn why here. Because when I read that part of the synopsis, I was like, wait, like, Pope is suspicious that Daryl is going to side with his former team? That makes no sense. Obviously he would. Is he stupid? But no, it's not that at all. Like, he doesn't know that Daryl knows them. Like, all he knows is that, like, Daryl, he just ran into them. It was just like a very short time thing. He ran into them, they traded this, and I kind of spent some time with them, but he doesn't really know them like at all. And that's the thing about it too, is he's actually lying to Leah there. He's not just lying to Pope, he's lying to Leah about the whole thing. So Leah, I don't know if she's going to be too happy about that, because that's the thing about the Reapers, and that's what I really liked about this episode, is they really gave us a different type of villain. The Reapers are a close family. They are very close. And this is one of the things I was wondering about in past videos that I've done. I was wondering if the Reapers were going to be a very close-knit group, a very family-oriented group, and they are. Pope runs this entire thing, and he does it through like love and what it means to be like a family and protect everyone. You protect yours, you know what I mean? Stuff that personally for me, I do value a lot, but obviously in the sense of what Pope wants to do, it is twisted a little bit. But with who Pope is, I'm really interested in what Maggie did. And I posted this on Twitter the other day, but or maybe a week ago, but why is Pope specifically mad at Maggie? Because just based off of what we got in this episode, it seems like yes, this group seems a little crazy, seems a little weird, but overall, I don't know if they really go hunt people down. I don't know if they do those types of things, right? I'm wondering if the stuff that happened with Georgie and Maggie is just, they cross paths with them, and then so something bad happened because of that. Because it just seems a little weird as of now. I don't really understand the full picture here, but obviously we're gonna choose Maggie over the Reapers, right? I did want to make one mention here, which I thought was kind of funny, because Dog actually likes Leah better. Because I guess that must have been some type of conversation they used to have before, who does Dog like better, Daryl or Leah? And Daryl was trying to get Dog to come to him, but Dog wouldn't budge. Dog wanted to sit with Leah, so it was okay, I guess he prefers Leah over Daryl. Now, the big test that Pope gave to Daryl, which was this scene here with this, I guess, cell that he was locked in. It was this little crate thing. He was locked in there earlier in the episode because he had to do some type of, well, they're doing some pretty crazy interrogating. I'll say that. That stuff was really hard to watch. But him and Leah are locked in here. They set the whole thing on fire, and then they have to get out. And Daryl does get out. Daryl saves Leah before himself, and he gets out and without a scratch on him, anything. And that proves to Pope right there. Pope, that was Pope's trial basically for Daryl. And right away he says you were baptized by God by something to do with fire or whatever. And now Daryl is officially a Reaper. So as of now, he technically is, which is very cool. Daryl's joined a lot of groups over the years. This is probably one of the coolest, just because as of now, he's kind of with the group and he's up there. And that's the thing too, is Leah really loves this group. And so that's going to be the interesting thing, because obviously Daryl's going to he's probably going to try rip Leah away from this group. I don't know if it's going to work, because the way Leah acted here in this episode kind of told me that she really loves this group a lot. Everyone seems to have an ex-military background for the most part. And so, I don't know. I think Leah is kind of stuck here. I don't think she's ever going to turn her back on this group, because I don't know if she's ever really been that person. And it kind of sucks for Daryl, because this isn't his family, right? But this could be Leah's family, because she never really had a family. Daryl does have another family out there. And so, we compare Leah and Daryl to each other a lot because they're very similar. But I think in that sense, this is Leah's family. Daryl's family's out there, and I think that's where some issues are going to come up. But that's kind of my early prediction right now as to how things are going to go. But yeah, Pope and the Reapers, they are a family. We see Pope do some really insane things in this episode. Daryl at the end joins the Reapers, and that's basically the whole episode. And so yeah, overall, to kind of sum up my thoughts on the episode, I thought this was a good episode. Honestly, I did enjoy it. I kind of preferred episode 3 a little bit more, only because in episode 3, I kind of like the environments a little bit more. It was cool to see Maggie and Negan and Eldon as well walking around doing other stuff. And we did get some other environments as well. And the cliffhanger at the end there, it was a cliffhanger because it's kind of open-ended on what's going to happen to Eldon. Is he going to die there? And so they kind of leave him there. Maybe when they come back, he's dead, right? So that's why I say it's a cliffhanger. But this one doesn't really end on one at all. It just kind of ends with, yeah, he's a Reaper now. And so now what, right? And we got to learn a lot about the group. They don't seem so mysterious anymore. But what I like about that is, yes, they're not that mysterious anymore, but they still have that very awesome not creepy, but I guess there's kind of that, but the threat is still there. They are definitely a group that you do not want to mess with. And so yeah, with Maggie and Negan going there, I'm really interested in where the story is going to go, especially by episode 8. I really can't wait to see this arc pick up a lot. I thought this was a great episode for setting up Daryl with the Reapers, and yeah, I just really enjoyed it. So post all your thoughts down below. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I will be posting my episode 5 trailer breakdown coming out very soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.